Hey everybody, today I am stocking my vanity, and it took me a while to figure out where I wanted everything. It's literally been sitting here for like 2 weeks because I just had to like rearrange it in my mind several times and decide if it like would make sense. Not only visually, but as I'm using my items and everything. So I think I've got it all worked out now. We're going to put all of my stuff in here and hopefully it makes sense because I haven't seriously ran every single scenario through my brain. So I think this is going to work. I'm thinking skincare here in this drawer and all of my scents in this drawer, my body sprays and perfumes and stuff. And then in these two drawers, since these are probably the two drawers that I'm going to use the most, I'm thinking in this one, foundation and concealers and such. And then in this one, I'm thinking blushes and bronzers. And then I'm going to have a little stand here that holds all of my lipsticks and lip liners and lip products. And then so I'm thinking eyeliners in here and mascaras and such. And then these bottom two being for like my eyeshadow palettes. And that leaves this side. And I'm thinking this side here has a plug-in over here. So I'm going to be using my hair products over here. So I'm going to put all my tools in this top drawer. I don't have many. I only have like maybe 4. So I think it should fit in here fine. And then putting all my hair care products in the bottom 2 drawers. Think that's going to make sense. And I think it's going to look the best. But we shall see. Okay, I'm going to put my skincare in first in this side. And I've always loved how people have a skincare cabinet and it's all like color organized, not organized by like all your masks together, all your moisturizers together. I just love the look of like that seamless like color flow. So that's what I'm going to be attempting today here. So I don't have anything red, but I have this little fuchsia color. So I'm going to put it here. Got some self-warming masks. These are perfect if you have a headache. I pick them up at the Dollar Tree. I always grab like a handful, and they're just great to have. So put those there maybe. And then this Tula eye stick. And then we've got the Fenty Fat Water. Maybe move that over a little. And then I've got a couple of Ren things. I got our serum and a mask right there. Okay, I think we're going to have to squish all this over to get everything in. So not as spaced out. Let's move it all together. And then we have a professional clay mask and a vitamin C treatment. Cat Berg. And then we have this toner here. And we have a eye cream. I don't think it'll stand. Oh, yeah, it'll stand up. And a face oil. So let's just organize this to where it's not all straight. I want it to kind of fill in all the gaps. I think that works pretty good. Okay, the top row is together and I think it looks really good. So now let's fill in the bottom. Okay, here's a charcoal mask and another toner. Here is a lip mask. Here's a gold mask. And then we got some sheet masks we're going to put off in the back here since they're a bigger item. And put these bigger items up front. Okay. I have so many masks. I may actually end up having to go through them because I have a ton. I have a lot of eye creams too, which seems really unnecessary. So I don't know how I acquired so much, but I did. These 2 little samples, I think I'm just going to do away with or give to my teenagers this Zap-Zit little tester. They'll probably use that one. This is an eye cream though, and I don't see them using this, but I've had this forever. And I ended up buying the full size and then like abandoned this one, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Okay, we got a handful of things to still put in this bottom half. So I'm going to move everything over a tad bit more. But I think after it's all in here, it's going to look really good. This is my little eye mask. And we can probably stack. That would probably look good. Yes. And I've got some more serums. I have a ton of serums too. So I'm not really sure if it makes sense to have so many. And then this is a amazing facial. I love this facial. So let's put that here. Okay, that doesn't look as great as I hope, so let's move some things around. Maybe we can put this up here. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm happy with the bottom row now. I've got to move everything over up front and add in these purple items. These are from Keys Soul Care and Elemis. So they're purple, so we're going to have to just move everything over a bit. And then okay, so that is what the skincare cabinet is looking like. I'm really happy with it. Okay, now I'm going to put all of my lip products in here, right here in front of my mirror, since that's my most used item. Also, do you see how these wires are really loose between each of these bulbs? It was not like that in the picture on Amazon, and there was no way to really space them out where it was taut, and I did it the exact same way as they did, as it was pictured, and there's just no way to tighten those up. So, let me know what you would do to hide these wires. I asked Chat GPT, and it was like, put fabric down around the mirror. Yeah, I mean, I could do that, but I'm thinking maybe some like faux flowers and ivy just kind of intertwined in it and make it look like it's intentional. I don't know, but ideas are very much welcome because I do not like that at all, and I'm going to have to fix that. But anyway, back to putting my lip products here. Okay, we're going to start with the bullet lipsticks. So I'm thinking maybe do like a little color to where like all my reds are together, and then all of my like nudes, and then like my berries, like kind of gradually keep all the colors together. That is kind of the idea anyway, so let's try to do that the best we can. If that one don't fit, so I'm just going to put it there, or maybe here. I think that's a better spot for it. And then I don't think this will fit. Oh, that one fits. Wow. Okay. And then, oh, this is a red. Okay. So we're going to have to move all of you down, because this is a bright, like, Christmas red. It's like an orangey red. So over. It don't fit. After all that, it does not fit. Okay, give everything back. It's a red. And then this is a nude. These are all my pinks and berries. And then we're going to put all of the nudes together. This is more of a pinky and nude, so we'll put it there. And then everything else is this here, because this is not going to fit. And another brownie nude color. I think that one is like my darkest. So we'll put it here. And this is a just nude as well. So this is what I'm thinking for this. Okay, this is the bullet lipsticks. Now let's go get the liquid lipsticks. Okay, these are the only liquid lipsticks that I have. They're from Jeffree Star, and so I haven't used them in a while, so let me make sure they're not dried out. Oh, that one's still good, so let's put that one in right there. And then you can tell they're starting to get there on drying out, but not completely. So I use this white every once in a while just to put a couple of dots in like the center of my lip and then sheer it out, and then it just kind of leaves that little lightness, light reflecting kind of plumping look to the lips. So I do use that, believe it or not. We're gonna add glosses. I have these really pigmented glosses from Jeffree Star. They actually have a pretty good color payoff. They're actually closer to a liquid lipstick to me than a gloss. So I'm just going to put them first just so I know those are more like a lipstick. So they'll be closer to the lipsticks. And then I have some more glosses from Jeffree Star. They're running low, but I probably can get like another month or two out of them. So I am going to go ahead and add them. Here, I just feel like it'll look more uniform like that. This is a lip stain. It's the only lip stain I have, so I'm just going to set it here, or maybe on the corner. And then I have a plumping lip gloss here. Doesn't fit, so I'm going to set it there. Then I have another plumping lip gloss here. Okay, it fits, so that's good. A lip oil. Set there. And then I'm not sure whether to put this with the lip glosses or the lipsticks. It's just a clear with like some shimmer in it, but I'm thinking I may just set it right there since it's kind of an in-between. And then I have another lip oil here, also running low, but can get another month maybe out of it. And then got this tube lip plumper, so we'll set that here. And this I think I'm gonna have to lay down because of the way it's shaped. So that is that. That is all the lipsticks. Of lip treatments I also want to add into it. This is a kind of a balm. So I'm going to set it, I don't think it'll stand up on its own, so we're just going to put it right there. And then this is also a balm. It's just in stick form, so we'll put it right there together with that one. And then I have this little gloss, but it's actually in a pan, so we're going to stick it here. And then I have this Amish lip balm here. And then I have a couple of lip scrubs, and I'm just going to put them right there. So that looks good. I'm happy with that. Something to put my lip liners in, and I think this will be absolutely perfect. I thrifted this, and I just had it sitting by my coffee pot on a little like wooden cutting board, but I think this will be perfect for putting my lip liners in, and I think that'll be really cute with the lip liners right there in that. Alright, so I think that's gonna look really good. And we'll just put it up to where we can see all the colors. My only thing is I'm scared it's not going to hold them all, but it looks like it's doing a pretty good job so far. Perfect. Oh, I love that. And then I got these two little bitty ones that'll get lost down in there that I'm just going to set right there inside the tray. So I love that. I think that's really cute, and I think it gives it a lot of like personality. So I like that. Really good start. I like the way this looks and the skincare cabinet. So next, I think I'm going to do my foundation drawer with my concealers, setting powders, just basically all of the base makeup right here in this right hand drawer. All these little dividers. I'm eventually gonna switch everything over to acrylic, but for time's sake, I only have 3 foundations. I just switch between these. They're just my tried and true. I want to branch out and try more, but you know. Okay, and then I've got all my pressed powders. Not really sure why I have so many of those, but I do. And then I've got my primers. Oh no, we're already out of room. So it looks like, okay, okay, so here are all my concealers. So we have our, let's stack these a little bit. No, that just doesn't work. Okay. So we've got all of our setting powders, our color correctors, concealers, and our foundations. Now we're going to have to put some of this stuff in this other drawer here. So I have my beauty blenders right there, and then I only have 3 primers. I have one that is a hydrating primer, I have one that is a pore refining primer, and then I have a sticky primer that makes everything stay. So I'm just going to set those there. I might find a little organizer for them. We'll see. Okay. Put them in this organizer, and that looks a lot better. And that is there. So now I'm thinking blushes and bronzers. Right here are my blushes, and I am going to put that right here, and I may actually move this around a little bit and stack it. Yes, okay, so I can put my bronzers right here in the back. Here are my bronzers and my contours, and I think they'll very easily fit right here. So let's just put all the powders together, and then this is my liquid, and then my sticks here. Perfect. Okay, and I've also got my gua sha and stuff I need to find a place for. So got this little empty part here, my face roller, all that. I'm just going to put that right here, and I'm just going to put that right here in this little empty area and fill in that spot, since I really didn't have a place to put it, and my skincare is just right there in that cabinet, so that will be a pretty easy grab for me. Drawer on the left hand side, I think I am going to put my highlighters and my illuminizers and my glow drops, and I may be able to put something else here, but let me figure that out. Put all of my highlighters here, and my glow drops here and all of my tools here. So I think that'll be good for this top drawer. In this second drawer, I think I'm gonna do my liquid eyeshadows and eyeliners and all that. Okay, so here are my eyeshadow sticks and liquid eyeshadow, my loose powder pigments and my pressed powder pigment, and my eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to put that in there. And here I've got all of my brow products here, mascara, and my lashes here. Those fit in weird for some reason, but like I said, I'm switching everything to acrylic. So I think those will be a little sleeker and fit in here better. I was not able to fit my eyeliners in there, but I think I can scoot all this over and fit it over here. So we're just going to have to do some little stacky stuff over here and then slide those in right there. Perfect. So it just makes it to where it's all in one place. And like I said, once I go in and get my acrylic organizers, I feel like I can separate it all a little more and organize it a little more. I'm probably gonna have to go through all of my palettes because a lot of them I just don't use anymore. They're not practical, but I did set all of my Jeffree Star cosmetic palettes to the side because I feel like I don't reach for those. Like, they're so pigmented and so vibrantly colored and everything that I just don't reach for them unless I'm doing a very specific look. And I feel like a lot of these palettes I already have those colors that I would need. So we've got those two. Since they're a bigger palette, I'm going to put them right there. And then we have this Miami Ofra palette. I love this palette. These smaller palettes, this is the REM Beauty palette, the baby doll palette. El Maquillage quad here. These are such gorgeous colors. This is the Color Boss Squad. Got the Pat McGrath Lab quad here. This is like a pink one. Very pretty. Got the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette, mini palette, and the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. So that is all of my palettes. I feel like that is a little crowded, so I may find some like organizer to go right here. On to scents. I'll kind of do the same thing I did on the other side with the colors varying kind of in a, to kind of make sense. I've always just bought cheaper scents, but I've really been into scents here lately, so I'm really thinking about investing in some good scents. So let me know what you like, because I'm on the hunt for some good ones. This is going to look so nice. Okay, I feel like that looks really good. I've got all of the perfumes up here, and I'm going to put all of my body sprays here. So let's do that. Okay, I feel like that looks really good and pretty. I love that they're displayed now instead of just shoved back in a shelf somewhere. Now for the top drawer on the right side, I'm going to put all my hair tools, since right over here is my plug-in, so that would just make more sense. I literally only use this curling wand and the straightener, but I am going to be investing in some more curling wands soon. So for now, that's all that's going in here, but I am about to purchase more. What I use the most, I've got my hairspray, my volumizing spray. my dry shampoo and my hair oil. As for this bottom drawer, I have my manual in here that goes to this and the screwdriver that it came with, just in case I ever have to do repairs to it. And I'm just going to throw this like miscellaneous stuff in it, mirrors. I'm sure I'll think of other things to put in here later. But for now, that makes sense. So I'm sure I'll revisit that drawer again soon. Alright, so that is it for now. I think it looks really great. I'm going to put some little final touches on it, like a plant and maybe a picture up here. A few more things on top of here. Please let me know what you would do. Covering up these wires. But yes, give me some ideas on what you would do, and I will see you guys in the next one.